So, do you have any crypto? If you answered yes, keep moving on. If you didn't, I'm going to show you how to get some crypto. This has been a very requested feature for the volumes. A lot of people have confusion, and I would argue this is crucial, right? A lot of you should know how to get crypto, especially if you're getting in crypto. But for the people that don't, I'll briefly touch on how to buy crypto, get it on Blofin, and then, you can start the program. So the first things first, you need a couple apps. Go on your App Store or the Google Play Store and download Coinbase, Trust Wallet, and Blofin. These are the best in my opinion. If you download Coinbase, actually you can download really any major exchange. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, there's a lot. Coinbase, I find, has the lowest fees, which means you aren't going to be paying a lot of money when you sell or you buy some coins. So if you download Coinbase, you need to sign up. You'll need a social security number. You'll need a phone number, email, all that stuff. Sign up, verify your documents because they need it now, and then buy some crypto. Now, it's probably going to take roughly a week for your crypto to be tradable. That's the downside with Coinbase. If you want a fast-track version of that, go to Instacoins, MoonPay. You can even buy some on Trust Wallet, actually, and you can have the coins instantly. So I just wanted to put that out there. Coinbase will hold your money, especially if it's a new account, for the first week, and you won't be able to trade. If you want a quicker version, do Instacoins, MoonPay, Trust Wallet, or even Cash App, and you'll be able to buy your coins instantly. Now, once Coinbase is done, you'll have a screen that looks like this. And if you go to the bottom of it, you will see, give me a second, I'm loading my shit up. You will see transfer. So that is the button that you need to send crypto out of Coinbase. So if you click transfer, you're going to be prompted with send crypto. You click that, and then you're going to go on Blofin, and then you're going to set up an account, do the same thing, email, password. You don't have to KYC on this one. And then you're going to go to your wallet, which is the bottom right corner. You can see it right here. And then you're going to click deposit. Now, whatever coin you have on Coinbase, you need to have that same address on Blofin. If it's not available, find a different coin. For most people, I think you should be using USDT. So go on Coinbase, send USDT, and then go on Blofin, find your USDT, and then choose your network. Now, if it's on Coinbase, it's most likely going to be Ethereum, but just double check. It's very easy to tell. And then you're going to click that. You're going to copy your address from Blofin. You're going to go on Coinbase, and you're going to paste that address. And then you're going to send the amount of money to Blofin. And then to do it back to Coinbase, you just do it vice versa. That's how you get crypto to Blofin. There's more tutorials online, but truly, out of everything that I'm about to teach, this is the bare bones. I kind of want to push you to do it yourself. This is the most easiest part of crypto, is learning how to buy crypto. If you can't figure that out, I don't know what to tell you. But yes, that is the best way to do it. And when it comes to cashing out money from Blofin, like I said, you just do it vice versa. Click withdraw from your funding section on Blofin. And then, in my opinion, I would use Cash App. In my opinion, if you're using less than $10,000, Cash App will have the instant payments, and there's hardly any fees. You have to send Bitcoin to Cash App, though, at least the last time I used it. And I think Cash App's available everywhere. So if you want a quick way to cash out, that's the way. You can't cash out on something like Trust Wallet. You can't cash out on something like Blofin. You have to have an off-ramp, which is something like Coinbase, Kraken, some major exchange. And in terms of KYC, I know a lot of people are going to be confused. Like, oh, well, I had to verify my documents on Coinbase. It won't let me do it on Blofin. As of right now in the U.S., there's not a lot of regulations on this stuff. This will change. This part of the video will be outdated, I'm sure, within 6 months. But at this time, Blofin doesn't require KYC to trade. So that means anybody in the world could trade. You don't have to verify ID. I would even say do it, but US is not available. You can't even do it here. That's the reason why we couldn't do it on BingX, because that's what we used before. So when it comes to buying crypto, just a quick recap. You need Coinbase, Trust Wallet, and Blofin. And if you need to buy crypto faster, Instacoins, MoonPay, those are also really good. This is the easiest part of the video. If you can't get past this, there's troubling times ahead. But I believe in you. I believe you can buy crypto. I believe you can do this easy step. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about was Blofin. Blofin is the app that we use. This is the bread and butter of the program. This is where you'll be doing most of the trading. There's other platforms. There's a lot of people in the program that don't use Blofin. They use stuff like MEXC or any other exchange that allows leverage trading. That's completely fine. But if you want the copy trading, you need to go on Blofin. So when you download Blofin, you'll be prompted with this page. 1, 2, 3. It looks like this. It is a bunch of shit on there, and you're probably like, what the fuck? What do I click? The first thing you need to do is go to copy trading. You'll see it right here. And I'm just going to click on one person. This is not me, by the way. You've been provided with a set copier. You copy that one. You can just type it in on the search bar up here. But once you're on here, you'll see that you have a bunch of different shit. There's going to be a copy button at the bottom. You click copy. I don't have it because I'm a copy trader on this platform, but you'll be able to click copy, and then you can set your allocated amount that you want to use towards the trades. There's a bunch of different bullshit. I can leave a link to the article from Blofin themselves. I just unticked all that shit. You could set the amount of leverage you want to use to trade, and also how much money you want to put towards the trades once you click copy. That's very big, because I know a lot of people are confused, like, oh man, why is someone on your stories making $1,000 on the trade, but I only made 50? That's because of your settings. You can go in, you can automatically change it. Just be careful, because it won't execute the trades if it's too much leverage or it's too much money. You need to have your risk under control. So for me personally, I'm only risking 2 to 3% of my account. And I see some people, man, they're fucking up in that leverage, and I don't think that's good. But that's that for the copy trading section. If you have any questions, there's an article down below, I'm sure on this video that I linked. And then, yeah, it'll explain everything else in depth if you want to know all the extra settings. But if you're just trying to copy, click that button, you're good. Now, moving on, you're going to have the rest of the platform. So where should your money be in? Cameron, I deposited money into Blofin. Where should it be? So right now, you have it in your overview. This is going to tell you your exact amount on the account. You can go to your funding. This is where the money will need to be to withdraw it. Just FYI, you'll click transfer, and whatever money you need to withdraw, you'll transfer it to your funding section. Then you can go to futures, just ignore, and then you'll have your spot section if you buy any crypto, and then you'll have your copy trading. This is the most important. Everybody that deposits money on Blofin needs to send their money to copy trading, or whatever amount of money you want to use. If it's not on copy trading, you're not going to see it in your account, and you're not going to get the trades. You can adjust your balance, how much you want in. You can even deposit money, and that's pretty much it. Once the money's in there, all the trades should execute, and if it doesn't, tweak with your settings, and it will on the next one. Usually, it's just trying to satisfy the little fee that it has, because it does have a fee. And if you have a baby account with like $50 in it, and you're trying to use $40 or $45 in the trade, it might not have enough to satisfy the couple dollars of the fee, and it won't execute. That's all in the article below, but that's pretty much it. This app, at face value, does look pretty confusing. If you just go and ignore all the other shit, you're good. I want to lead you to this section. This is your spot. This is where you can spot buy crypto. So I told you could buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. You can on here with the money you've already deposited. You can't take your credit card and go on Blofin and buy crypto. You can use your USDT in the account to buy Bitcoin, XRP, whatever it is. And how you do that is you go to your spot, you deposit your money in. Right now I have available 0, so there's none in here. And then you could use this slider, if it'll let me. You use a slider to use however much you want to buy, and then you click buy. Same thing with sell. If you want to sell your crypto, you do the same thing that way. Where you need to be, though, is your future section. So this is the most important section. This is where you're going to spend all your time. If you're not copying me and you want to take trades yourself, you can click the standard section, and then you can do the same thing. Select your amount. You can have your TP and stop loss right here. So your take profit is where you want to exit the position. So say we're at 219 on XRP right now. I want to exit at 250. I'll just type in right here, 250, and it'll take me out the position at 250. If I need a stop loss, meaning I want to be out of the trade, I don't want to lose even more money if we go on the red, you set a stop loss right here, let's say $2. It'll take you out of the trade when XRP hits $2. Very simple. And when you go to My Copy Trading, that's where you can select all the same shit. And then the main thing that you guys really need to understand is the green button and the red button. Green button means you're betting on the market going up. That's a long. Sell means you're betting on the market going down. That's a short. I would recommend everybody watching this, you do not double dip on a pair, meaning I'm not going on XRP, buy, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. I'm not doing that. If I'm trading XRP, it's a long. That's all I'm doing. If I'm shorting anything, it's Bitcoin. I only short Bitcoin, actually. And that's the strategy that I think works for me. I'll get into that later. But I think it's the best, and I think everybody could learn from that, not double dipping, and that means not trading 100 times a day. If you guys understand, I do a lot of scalps, and I understand when you have a smaller account, you want to trade more. Just make them calculated, don't double dip, and make it to where you're just buying or longing. You'll understand that later. I'll get into that more, but I think that's it. You got your little chart section on every single thing. You can still see everything that you can see on TradingView. All these little indicators and stuff, I just ignore. Like I said, we use TradingView, but that's the rundown for Blofin. It's pretty simple. It really isn't that difficult. And like I said, this is the easiest part of what we're doing. Trading is the hardest part. So getting your account set up should be a breeze. But if you're having trouble, I've included the article down below, and we also have a support group that you could reach out to, and we can get you squared away. But that's it. And hopefully this guy, we don't have to change the next app because we've moved from BingX, or we've actually moved from MetaTrader 4 to BingX to now Blofin. Hopefully no regulations cook us, and we're good. So yeah.